Thanks, Andrea. Hi, my name is Sarah Downing. I'm a Research and Policy Analyst with the Indiana Institute for Working Families, a program of Indiana Community Action Association. The Institute for Working Families is the only statewide program in Indiana that combines research and policy analysis on federal and state legislation, public policies, and programs impacting low-income working families with organized advocacy. The goal of the Institute is to help our Hoosier families achieve and maintain economic self-sufficiency. The Institute achieves this goal by addressing the needs of our low-wage workers and their families in Indiana through innovative research and by focusing our activities in the areas of public policy research and analysis, advocacy, education, and information, and through our national, statewide, and community partnerships. Today, along with the National Skills Coalition and a broad coalition of business, labor, and education leaders, the Institute is very pleased to launch the Skills to Compete Indiana campaign. Through this campaign, we are calling on our state leaders to embrace the Skills to Compete vision to guide an economic and education strategy in our state. The Skills to Compete vision states, every Indiana Hoosier should have access to the equivalent of at least 2 years of education or training past high school, leading to a vocational credential, an industry certification, an associate degree, or one's first 2 years of college. This is to be pursued at whatever point and pace makes sense for our individual workers and industries, and every person must have access to basic skills and support needed to pursue this education. We believe an education strategy guided by this vision would give Indiana a competitive edge for economic recovery and long-term growth as we embark on this session. Our state has made major investments to broaden access to training and education, but to keep the state poised for success during this recovery period, Indiana should continue to make initiatives and investments that are in line with the labor market demands. And then, as Andrea mentioned, the majority of our workforce were already working in 2005, and our training and our education policies must include our incumbent workers. This report also puts forth proactive policy solutions to ensure Indiana's workforce has the right skills for the 21st century economy. The recommendations include establishing additional regional sector partnerships, encouraging cross-agency coordination to establish industry skill standards, exploring additional employer-sponsored training programs, and devoting more state-funded financial aid programs for our adult students, especially those attending on a part-time basis. Finally, I'd like to add that the federal call to action placed by President Obama must not be ignored. The President first challenged every American to commit to at least 1 year of post-secondary education training back in February of 2009, and since then he has continued to signal that investing in the range of skills for Americans' workforce, be it at a technical college or a four-year school, a vocational training, or an apprenticeship, will be a priority for his administration. We are encouraging that our state leaders also work towards this federal vision and take action to train our Hoosier workers for better and more plentiful middle skills jobs and careers.